forgot to hit record.
I specifically asked you.
Just realized that looking at the note card. I know you did. Oh dear. Oh dear. We got a stretch today. Thank God it's stretch day. All right, so TGISD. Thank God it's stretch day. Because I'm kind of tight. So we're working time under tension in stretch. And that, as we always talk about, is one of the hardest things to do, because stretch we expect to feel good, be really easy, but the reality is that it is time under tension, and that we are putting the body under tension, which doesn't mean stress, but it means that you're putting more tension into the body by stretching, because you're activating muscles and all the stabilizing musculature to allow us to do what we're doing. So we're going to start from the basics. We're going to start from stance. We're going to start with the feet parallel, hips width apart. Here's your ASIS, here's your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is hips width apart. Push down big toe on the first metatarsal head. Outer four toes and corresponding metatarsal heads, but especially that pinky toe. And finally your heel. 1/3 the weight through your toes, 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, and 1/3 the weight through your heels. Just feel what it feels like to stand. Now time under tension. Bend your knees, turn out your knees, fire up your calves, fire up your quads. You're gonna turn on first chakra, which is your pelvic floor, draw it up. Second chakra, your lower abs, you're gonna suck those in. And third chakra, you're gonna close that up as you draw your shoulder blades down and back. Get your head over the top of your pelvic floor, suck in that tummy. We're trying to create time under tension where we use the abs on the in position. All day long we use them in the out position and let gravity do its thing. We're going to work against gravity, and we're going to draw in the abdomen to turn on the abs as you suck in your tummy. We're going to just breathe a few seconds here, and we're going to check out our balance. So you're going to balance over onto your left foot. You're going to take your right foot cleanly off the ground. We're going to see what balance is like. If you're doing balance correctly, all correction should come through your hips, not through your ankles, not through your shoulders or your neck or jaw. Keep breathing, keep nice and stable, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy. Now try it with your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Move from your hips. And good, let's switch sides. Eyes open first, balancing on your right foot. Make sure that tripod's down, that's big toe, outer four toes, and the heel. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy, and then close your eyes. See what your balance is like on this side. Movement and correction should come through your hips. Head stays over the top of your foot, whoops. Smiles are up. Just notice if one side's better or worse than the other side. Notice if your weight's shifting in your heel. You can't balance on your heel. And then come back onto 2 feet. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to do a hip circle. But this hip circle, we want you to derive it from your abdomen, not from your knees, not from your calves, not from your shoulders or your neck, but from the abdomen. That means your butt stays relaxed. Suck in that tummy. And now go in the opposite direction. We're going to open up the upper extremities today. So that means we have to first open up the lower extremities, and we're starting that process by first stabilizing the core. Okay, go ahead and stop as your arms come to your side. You're going to go for a mild butt clap run. It's not a hard one. You're creating twist. It's opposite hand, opposite hip. So when your left hip comes forward, your right hand comes forward. When your right hip comes forward, your left hand comes forward. Abs are nice and tight. Twist, twist, twist. Suck in that tummy. If you do this right, you'll get a center side ache, or at least a center pull. Chest up. So when you do get a side ache, it tells you how asymmetrically you're running or doing an activity. Elbows up, sucking your tummy just a tiny bit faster. Keep breathing, smiles are up. So we finally figured out the microphone thing, $400 later. We had to get new microphones from scratch. Elbows down. We had to get 2 sets of them too. Elbows up.
Technology.
Yes. So can you hear us, David? Yay! Can you hear Maria? Say something, Maria.
Hi, David.
Okay, elbows down. Okay, good. Your foot's gonna go on the block now. Your feet are parallel, your heel is down on the left foot. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna start by turning on the abs. First, second, third chakras go on. We're opening up the gastrocnemius. So that can be quite a stretch, but you can see how it's a powerful muscle in pulling your posture into a bad place. We're gonna pull it into a good place. The abs are nice and tight. We're gonna start out by pumping those hips forward. Suck that tummy in. Jaws relaxed. Suck that tummy in. Jaws relax, abs are on, shoulder blades are down and back. Okay, now we're gonna take it into hip circles. This is gonna get every division of that calf muscle to stretch open. Try not to let your neck work, and you can see how if you have a tight calf, it will cause your neck to do some aberrant motions. Suck that tummy in. What number?
9, 10, opposite direction.
Yep. And the microphone was broken. Maria talked to every 5 seconds and I had to edit the sound when she did. Now that we got her a working mic.
Why would you have to edit it?
To make it so we could hear you.
10.
Okay. Keep your abs engaged. We're gonna do from the hips only, straight spine. Only as far as you can keep your spine straight, forward, and then back out. Abs are nice and tight.
So in this forward fold, try to hinge from your hips. It's easy to slide the hips back and sort of cheat. Try to keep your hips over your ankles. Hinge forward.
Suck in that tummy. There's an anime character named Naruto, and when he runs like this. You feel like Naruto running. David knows.
9, 10.
Very good. Come up nice and tall. We're gonna counter stretch. Your arms go over the top of your head. Yay for my shirt.
All our shirts.
And you're gonna go from side to side. That calf is such a powerful muscle. It's part of locomotion. It's what makes us walk forward. It's what allows us to stand upright. And it has a huge amount of spring potential through your Achilles tendon that allows you to walk for, literally hundreds of miles. Your feet are parallel once again. Your abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. First, get a deep stretch into that calf muscle, your gastrocnemius. Let it lengthen. And then engage your abs. First, second, third chakras fire up. We're gonna pump those hips forward. Create a nice pull through that calf muscle. Try to keep your shoulder blades down and back because you can see how that calf muscle can distort your posture and allow your belly to hang out. Suck in that tummy. Yeah, it's so powerful it can cause your tummy to hunch out. And then now, hip circles. Oh, 2 more.
20.
Hip circles. Smiles are up. Oh. Notice if you feel this into your hip or even your tensor fascia lata. That's how much distortion that one little muscle can create opposite direction. Suck in that tummy, you're moving from your abs. People always ask how you make your waistline go down besides changing your diet. It's moving your center. Moving. Fine. Okay, go ahead and come off the block. Oh no, we have to do a hinge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna hinge from your hip. Keep your spine nice and straight as you go forward and back up again. What were you saying on the other side, Mario?
Once again. Try to keep your hips stacked over your ankles and not let your hips slide backwards as you hinge forward.
And like I said, think of Naruto running through an anime comic book strip. Oh, stretchy, stretchy. What number is that?
7,
Huh. Smiles are up.
8, 9, 10.
Good job, everyone. Because David said so. Arms are over the top of your head so we can show off our belly buttons. David's got it right. You have to tuck in your shirt. Go side to side. So this is getting your calf an extension. So I really want you to lean back as you do this, suck in your tummy. And notice how some of the stiffness in your low back, even up in your shoulders, are caused by this calf muscle.
10.
Okay, now we got it. We're gonna go now to left foot.
Left knee.
Left knee, left knee, that's what I meant. If you do this correctly, like I said, abs are go on, and that'll keep your head over the top of your knee. If your abs shut off, you'll notice that your head goes side to side. We want to keep that head right over top of the knee as we go side to side. Suck in that tummy, create shape. Smiles are up. I'm gonna just do one thing here. Okay.
Reaching forward.
We're gonna stretch forward next, and you're gonna go side to side. Abs are nice and tight. By doing this, we're opening up what's called your rectus femoris. Rectus femoris works in conjunction with your calf muscle to cause you to move forward, so it's part of the locomotion. But when it tightens up with the calf, it will pull you into really bad posture. Okay, now you're gonna take your right hand, reach back, grab a hold of that left foot and pull it to your butt, and then stretch forward again as you rock your hips side to side. Smiles are up, you're sucking your tummy. Get that nice stretch going on.
10.
Okay, and Mario will be mad if we don't do this. Cross this leg across midline. Abs are nice and tight, you're reaching towards your toes. So yesterday was Maria's birthday, so she went out and celebrated. We got to see the full moon, that was last night too. Suck in your tummy. And then come up nice and tall, stretch for a second, just feel stretch. Twist your hips to the right. It's okay if your foot turns out. And then good, we're switching sides. Once again, what we're looking for is the abs to stay on so the head stays over top the block as your hips go side to side. Suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. Make sure your hips go the same amount in each direction and same amount on each side. Smiles are up. Okay, you're gonna push your hips forward now. Oh, get this. And your hips are gonna go side to side. Notice if one side's tighter or it's more difficult to keep your abs on. Smiles are up.
10.
And now you're gonna take your left hand, grab a hold of your right foot, pull it into your heel, or your heel into your butt. Suck at your tummy, now hips side to side. So this is opening up your hips. If your hips can't move, you're doing some kind of compensated motion in your upper extremities. Okay, go ahead, release that foot, leg comes across midline. You're gonna stretch forward. Oh. Suck in that tummy, create body shape. Abs are nice and tight. No work into your joints. It's all in muscle. So if you feel this in your low back, that's a whole bunch of joints. I want you to pull it in the muscle. And then we're coming back up. Arm goes over the top of your head. You're feeling very, very expressive right now. Suck in that tummy. Sort of like Zorba the Greek. Okay, good. Go ahead and release that. We're gonna come into kneeling on the floor. As we're starting to set up to get ready to stretch the upper extremities, we still have to get the feet a little bit more. So it's really easy to just race to where the problem is, like the shoulders. And the problem with that is when you do that and you don't open up the rest of your body, that energy has nowhere to go. And so it does leave for a little bit, but then it comes right back. So we're gonna lean back, lift up our knees, compressing the toes a little bit. You can have the blocks back behind you, and we're stretching, and we're gonna do some sit-ups here. Suck in your tummy, and then release. Suck in your tummy, release. Chest up. What number is that?
4, 5, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Now you're gonna curl your toes under. So if your toes feel like they're gonna snap off, it means you have to push your heels back further. That'll stretch out your plantar fascia more, and it will stretch out your calf muscles and the Achilles tendon. Lean back. We're gonna do more sit-ups here. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck it in, release. Did you guys do anything fun last night, Miss Maria, for your birthday?
Yes, we went to dinner.
Yay. Suck in that tummy.
10.
Okay. We're gonna point those toes again. We're just gonna do 2 cycles of these because it gets easier. Make that neck nice and long. Suck in that tummy. Here we go. Sit up. Suck it in. Release. Suck it in. Release. Time under tension. Just because you feel tension in your feet doesn't mean you get to turn off your abs.
9, 10.
Okay. Curl those toes under. Stretch, 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 stretch back. Don't let your toes snap off. Push those heels back. Abs are engaged. Suck in that tummy. I remember when I went to yoga class for the very first time and we stretched our toes curled under. I literally yelled out in the middle of the class. What?
9, 10.
Okay, good. Oh. All right, you need 1 block and 1 ball now. You're gonna put your block down. You're gonna stack the ball on top of it. As always, the ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Once you sit on top of that ball, you're gonna get your head over the top of the ball now. We're gonna fire up first chakra. It's kind of automatic, but just by sitting on the ball. Then you're gonna close up third chakra, suck in second chakra, create a lift. Get that head over the top of the ball. Your abs are engaged. Suck in that tummy. Oh, forgot the strap. Yes, you will need a strap.
Is there another one in there?
Yes. I will use this one. Because you just need a
I
strap.
can see it better.
Yeah. Oh, wow, it's bright. So as you're sitting on the ball, we're first gonna do a couple of sit-ups. So don't worry about the strap just yet. You're just gonna suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy and release. Shoulders are down and back. Head's over the top of the ball. And just feel what it feels like to engage your abs and pelvic floor simultaneously. Draw it in. I'm all surprised for the amount of muscular activation. I think my tummy is totally concaved in and is still hanging out there because that's how we get into bad habits. I want you to really draw your tummy in. What? Don't look at me. It's moving. Okay. Keep your abs engaged. We're gonna start with the strap. You're gonna put the strap around your neck. Oh, it smells good. We're gonna pull down like you're having, what is it, like you're coming out of a shower at a gym. You got your athletic towel on. And you're just gonna start moving your neck around. Because the other part we have to be able to open up if we're opening up the shoulders is the neck. See what it feels like to go on extension, to do rotation, lateral bend. Notice one side's tighter than the other, and then just open it up. You may notice your ears popping. That's a good thing. It's because you're opening up movement that allows your sinuses to drain, your eustachian tubes to open up, even your throat to start draining, which could be kind of important in this time of COVID. Okay, now you're gonna take that strap, face it upward, so it's like a supportive strap. You're gonna turn your head side to side. Rock it around. Very nice. We're gonna bring the strap back down again. And we're gonna do what we call milking the cow. So you're gonna tip your head back and you're gonna pull on the strap on one side and pull on the other side to assist that rotation or lateral bend. It's like you're pulling on udders. Keep your jaw relaxed. And once again, notice if your sinuses open up. It's okay if your neck's cracking and grinding. Keep your abs engaged, your pelvic floor on. Okay, and now both strap goes up as you continue to milk the cow. Jaws relaxed. See if your breathing's improving. Okay, now we're gonna lower your left side, keep the right side high as you continue to milk the cow. Just pulling the udders in two different directions. Cows actually like Oh, it is okay if your neck rearticulates, so snap, crackles, and pops. Okay, whenever you feel ready, you can switch the straps. Sending the udders the opposite direction. Just notice if your ears are clearing, that's a good thing. Okay, good. Now, you're gonna take, first you're gonna take your right hand, put the strap in it with your palm facing forward. We're gonna keep your arm straight first, and we're gonna pull it forward. That's gonna cause your right arm to go back behind you. You're gonna pull it over your strap so it's a straight arm, so it's like this. This is gonna open up your bicep. Now get your head over the top of your body. So I'll turn to the side a little bit. It's this way. Chest is up. And now once again, you're gonna move your head and neck around. Notice what it feels like to keep your pelvic floor on as you're stretching your neck open. Notice what it feels like to have your knees in flexion. Okay, and good. We're gonna switch sides. So the strap goes over your right shoulder. Your left hand's gonna go palms forward. And then you're gonna keep your arm straight as you take it back behind you. And you're gonna pull your arm up. Keep your head over the top of your body. And then move your head and neck around. Again, what we're really looking for is the ears to start clearing. That means you're opening your neck up enough. depending on how tight you are. So you're gonna have your strap behind you, and you're trying to grip your strap as close together as you possibly can. And if you can actually touch, that's great. Yeah. Your thumbs are gonna be pointing out to the side. Pop your chest up. And then you're just gonna start moving around your torso. You can move around your head as well. You can take your arms away from your body as you stretch. This will open up your pecs and your anterior deltoids. Not to mention your platysma, which is a neck muscle. It's a facial muscle. Keep your abs engaged. Notice when they shut off. And good. Okay, you're gonna take your strap, make it into a loop, put it around your elbow, so like this. You're gonna put it over the top of your head, and you're gonna use this to pull your elbow further over the top of your head. Jim Carrey used to have this whole thing he did on a TV show called In Living Color, where he would throw his arm completely over the top of his head over to the other side. It was kind of gross, because he had really loose joints in the shoulders. Go ahead and move around your torso. I am not Jim Carrey, so I am tight. So this is a very difficult stretch for me. Oh. But try to envision that you have a ballpoint pen on the tip of your elbow, or your elbow is a ballpoint pen, and you're drawing circles on the ceiling. Not on the wall, to the side, but on the ceiling above your head. Okay, good. We're gonna just do the opposite side. Remember to keep your abs engaged the whole time. This is all about your abs. Mario, you got the jingly strap. Pull that elbow over the top of your head and then stretch out. This is gonna get your tricep, it's gonna get your latissimus dorsi. It's good to open this up. Keep your abs engaged, suck in that tummy, don't let it hang out. Just because you feel tension in one part of your body doesn't mean you get to turn off tension elsewhere. Tension is good. When we don't know how to manage tension, it becomes stress. Good, 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 good. Okay, go ahead and release. As you put your arm through the strap once again, you're gonna just pull it across your body. Or you could drape it over your shoulder, grip it from behind, and really pull it across your body. And then you can move your neck around. I always see runners do this. I'm not completely sure why runners would need to do this.
They're running with their shoulders.
Yeah. It's okay if your neck pops or grinds. We're setting things back into motion. And you're also seeing the connection of how the shoulders are more a part of the neck than they are of the thoracic spine. Or the torso. Switch sides. Send your elbow through the loop. Send the rest over your shoulder. Where's the other loop? Oh, let me see what I did. You will immediately discover if one side's tighter than the other. Suck in that tummy, don't let it hang out. Okay, and now we're about to do the one that everyone's hoping I forgot about. You're gonna put the strap over your left shoulder. You're gonna take your right hand. You're gonna grab a hold of the strap behind you. Your palm's facing away, and then you're gonna take this side of the strap and pull it down. You're gonna just pull, pull, pull. That'll cause your right hand to go in between your shoulder blades, and we're gonna start out by moving around the neck. Keep your abs engaged. This is a lot of tension in that anterior delt, upper trapezius, and a little bit your levator. And that's why it creates a lot of stress for most people, because they can't handle this tension. You're gonna pull it to your abs. And breathe. I have a client that can't wrap her head around it. She immediately correlates tension to stress, and that's what most of us have done with our lives, is we've correlated that, or made that correlation. And really what it is tension's a good thing. Tension is power. Tension is utilizable energy. Stress is what happens when you don't know what to do with power or energy or the access of your body, so you shut things off. We don't want to do that. Tension is good, stress is bad, especially if it's negative stress. Positive stress, eustress is good, distress is bad. Okay? You should feel your shoulder opening up. You should feel your neck opening up. As you now just release your arm, shake it out. We're going to switch sides. You're going to pull, pull, pull. And same thing again. You're gonna move your head and neck around, keep your abs engaged, keep that pelvic floor on. Don't forget about that ball you're sitting on. Still midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Notice how your shoulder relates to your neck. And here's the rule of thumb. Your neck tells your shoulder what to do. Never should your shoulder tell your neck what to do. So if your shoulder's tight and it's telling your neck to be tight, it's going in the wrong direction. It should be shoulder is loose. Neck is loose, shoulder is loose. And even if the shoulder gets tight, the neck should stay loose. Keep your abs engaged. Okay, good. Go ahead and release that strap. Shake your arms out, but notice how much more mobility you have of your neck. Because we separated the unhealthy relationship of tight shoulders, tight neck, and now we have neck independent of shoulders. Okay, take your hands, and you're gonna interlock them behind you. Chest is gonna open up nice and tight as your head continues to move. Now we're making that connection all the way through your elbows down to your wrists. Jaws relaxed. Don't lose track of the ball that's underneath your pelvic floor. Keep your abs engaged. Okay. Then you're going to take your hands, you're going to interlock them this way, but behind you. And then behind you, you're just going to reverse your grip to get the other portion of this. Keep your abs engaged. At this point, at certain points, you're going to feel your stomach and your intestines because we're listing movement through your cervical spine, which is going to affect what's called your vagus nerve. Maria and I have been talking a lot, mainly Maria talking to me about the vagus nerve and that connection to the ventral and dorsal portion of the vagal nerve, and how as we stimulate the different parts, we can actually connect into emotion. I'm not smart enough to make that connection. That's Maria. So notice how emotions come up. Notice how your stomach gets involved. If you're getting more the dorsal, the posterior portion, you're going to feel more your stomach and all your internal organs. If you get the ventral, you're going to get more of the emotional content. Okay, go ahead, release, shake your arms out. We're going to do that interlocking thing again in front of you. So you should look like this. Woo, my arms look good in this video. Abs nice and tight. You're going to turn it over like this, and we're going to give ourselves a little stretch. Abs are nice and tight. Remember when you were kids and you played that finger game and you're like, move this finger, move this. This is how you would do it. Move your head and neck around as you do this. Okay, just unravel your arms. They're like this. You're going to reverse it. You're going to do the same thing. Abs are nice and tight. Pelvic floor is on, or you're going to be hating it later, because that means you're cutting off the circulation to your pelvic floor, and it will come back alive like any other part of your body after you cut off the circulation. Keep your abs engaged. Okay, good. Relax your hands. We're gonna do what you all see in cartoons for the piano players do. You're gonna interlock your fingers, you're gonna turn your hands, palms out, chest up, and you're gonna take this over the top of your head, and you're just gonna go side to side. Didn't know it was so complicated opening up the upper half of your body. Keep breathing. Okay, we're gonna come back down. You're just gonna reverse the grip on your fingers. Same thing. Yeah, it's a little bit of a puzzle. Suck in that tummy. Okay, go ahead, release your arms. We're gonna once again do Naruto arms. You're gonna take your arms back behind you. You're gonna suck in your tummy, release. We're doing sit-ups. Try to make your tummy concave. Your tummy should suck in as far as mine is going right now. You cannot see it because my shirt is dark, but actually you can see the whole outline of my spine against my abdomen.
9 and 10.
Okay, you're gonna take your right foot forward, your left foot stays back. You're gonna do sit-ups here. You're gonna just suck in your tummy, release. Suck that tummy in and release. Try to make sure those toes still run forward. Your knee is over the top of your foot. Okay, and then you're gonna take your very straight left arm, put it across your leg, and you're gonna do a rotational twist to the right. You can put your right hand on your right butt cheek and rotate more. Keep your chest up, suck in your tummy. Chest up, suck in that tummy. Look over your right shoulder. But keep your abs engaged. Keep that pelvic floor on.
10.
Good. And then we're just gonna slouch down and then reach up. Slouch down. Reach up. I have to go out of sync with Maria, otherwise our hands will hit. Slouch down. Arms up. What number is that? 10. Louder so they can hear you. It's not for me.
5.
Oh, okay, good. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do a sit-up here. You're just gonna bring your left elbow to your right knee. But as you do, you're sucking in your tummy. It's like you're throwing a pickaxe into the ground. You don't want to hurt your back. You want to engage your core. What number is that?
8.
Ooh, focus, focus.
9.
Okay, good. We're gonna switch legs. Oh. We're gonna start out with our sit-ups again. You're gonna suck in that tummy and release. Suck in that tummy and release. Just feel what it feels like to have your knee over the top of your foot running forward, chest is up, you're sucking in your tummy. We're making a connection to the abs. What number?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, now we're gonna go straight arm across your left leg. We're gonna twist. You can put your left hand on your left butt cheek as you rotate to the left. Chest is up, you're sucking in your tummy. You should feel your lats as well as your abs. But visualize what you're doing. You're twisting all sorts of internal organs. Chest up and breathe. And we're just gonna slouch down and then reach up. Slouch down, reach up. I have to go out of sync with Maria, otherwise our hands will hit. Slouch down, arms up. What number is that? 10? Louder so they can hear you, it's not for me.
5.
Oh, okay, good. Now we're gonna do our sit-up. We're gonna bring our right elbow to our left knee as we're sucking in our tummy. It's like you're throwing that pickaxe. What number is that?
9. Last one. 10.
Okay. You're gonna bring both your feet forward now. Your feet are parallel, knees are over tops of your feet. You're sucking your tummy, chest goes up nice and tall. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck it in, release. Abs are nice and tight, jaws relaxed. Okay, arms come to the side. We're gonna do this a little differently than what we normally do. You're gonna take your leg out and then back. Out and back. Keep smiling, keep your balance. It's okay if you fall off, not the end of the world. And your brain learned something. What number is that?
9, 10.
Good. We're gonna come off this ball with a forward fold. You're really gonna feel your pelvic floor. Maria's gonna take you through this forward fold.
Okay. Plant the tripod of your feet into the mat, lifting the arches of your feet. Connect your inner thighs, lifting up towards the pelvic floor. Really engage the pelvic floor. Connect to your lower abs. Squeeze the belly button towards your spine. Pull your shoulder blades down and back. Relax your neck and shoulders. Try to relax your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes. Squeeze the abs, bringing the upper body closer to your legs. just breathe.
Now we're going to bend your knees, put your hands on your knees. You're in your recovery position, only we're not going to recover. We're going to do pelvic floor exercises. You're going to tighten that pelvic floor, suck in your tummy, tighten your abs, and repeat. Suck it in, repeat, tighten your pelvic floor. If you accidentally turned off your pelvic floor, circulation's restoring to your pelvic floor, so you will feel a rush to your pelvic floor as you're doing this, which will actually help you do the sit-up. Very nice. Let's come to the floor. Ooh. Ha, he, ho, hoo. Where's the mic? We're going to have Maria take really good care of these mics instead of trying to destroy them like the last set. Ball goes in the small of your back. You're going to stretch, 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 stretch. With your legs out, toes pointed up, your hands are back behind you. And then we're going to do sit-ups here. Suck in that tummy. Deeply suck it in. Release. Suck it in. Release. Jaws are relaxed. No tension in the neck. We just did everything to get work out of there.
Suck, suck, suck.
Her eyes were looking at you. They were not looking at me. Because my tummy is sucking in so far, you can see my spine. Okay, good. Take that ball away now that your abs are on. You're going to take your, what is this? Right hand, put it behind your left shoulder blade. We're going to lay down on top of that arm. We're just going to let it sink in first. You can take your left hand and massage your shoulder, your pec, your rhomboid, all the different muscle groups. Anything that feels tight. Try and lengthen it as you now turn your head left and right. Ooh. Finding some sore stuff up there. Bump your feet over to the left.
Oh.
And then your knees are gonna go to the right. I got it reversed, sorry. And breathe. This is an asymmetrical load on your ribs and your lungs. So it's giving you a great opportunity to open up one lung at a time. And again, you can see how the tension of your shoulders created all the way down at your calves can affect breathing. You should feel your shoulder opening up. This is time under tension, so you don't want to feel pain in the joint. You want to feel it in the muscles. So if things are feeling bad, tighten up more muscles, starting from your core. Okay, Maria says it's time to come out of this. You're going to roll onto your left side as you take that right arm above your head and moving. Uh-oh, I think I broke my watch. Oh. Yes, I did. I broke it. Oh well. Oh, no, it's fixed. Okay, let's go ahead and sit up. We're going to do the other side. Let's see if I can get my watch on.
Placing your left hand behind your shoulder blade.
Okay.
Gently lie back.
Oh, notice if one side's tighter than the other side. We're going to start out just by moving our head and neck around, opening things up slowly. Maria's making me sound like I have ADD. Okay. Let's see if I can get this right. You're going to bump your hips over to the right as well as your feet. You're going to let your knees come over to left as you go into spinal rotation to this side. And we're going to breathe because this is creating that asymmetrical load again on your lungs. So open up your opposite lung. Whenever you have two, you're gonna have a favorite. You have one lung that you open up more than the other. So this is gonna make you practice opening up the other lung. Oh my goodness, the first time I got exposed to the concept of duality, it blew my mind. Hot and cold. Relative to what? Abs are nice and tight. Okay. We are going to rotate to the opposite side. You're going to take that arm up into the air and move it around to the air until your arm becomes yours again. Okay, go onto your backs for a moment. Take both arms over the top of your head, straighten out your legs. Try to get your hands down against the ground. Try to get your arms straight over the top of your head. In general, with time, we get so specialized in the work we do that we learn where in front of us to do our work. And what we forget to do is full range of motion in the arms. This is opening up your arms and your shoulders to do ranges of motion you don't typically go into during the day. Keep your abs engaged. And we're gonna come back up again. Arms will go down. We're gonna open up the hips a little. You're gonna need your little lacrosse ball. You're gonna put your lacrosse ball underneath your right butt cheek as you cross your right ankle over your left knee. And you're gonna roll out your booty. Oh, yeah. Oh. It shouldn't be tight. Like we always say, the pain that you feel is not because of the ball. Oh, it's because how you use your butt. Woo! Smiles are up. Heavy on that right butt cheek. Don't you sneak away from it. Lean into it. The ball's underneath your right butt cheek. Your right knee is crossed over, or your right ankle is over your left knee. There you go. Oh, sink into it. Find that sore spot. Really get it out. Keep your abs engaged. Oh, there's some soreness in there. Get it. Okay, we're gonna reverse sides. Ball goes underneath your left butt cheek, your left ankle crosses over your right knee. You're gonna roll it out. Whoo! Remember, the pain in your butt is not being caused by the ball. It's because you clench your butt all day long, which is just an attractive posture to be in. Suck in that tummy. Oh. Find that sore spot, get it out of there. Oh my goodness. Because I promise you won't do it the rest of the day. And you certainly won't do it like this. Oh. Must be doing a lot of clenching these days. Okay, go ahead and release. We're gonna do two things. We're gonna need your roller for these last two things. First things first. You're gonna sit on the very end of your roller, but two, you're gonna get your strap, or if it's a towel or a tie, you can tie it off, but we're gonna strap it off. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna make a strap about the width of your shoulders, or slightly narrower. I'm going with slightly narrower. And then you're gonna put your arms through it like this. Yeah, I know I put a twist in mine too. Especially for males, this is a harder thing to do because we dominate work through our shoulders. So just get to this point. And then you're gonna lay down on top of your roller. So get there really safely. You have to figure out how to get on top of your roller. Maybe I should have thought this through a little bit better. But make sure your head's on the roller. Maybe get on the roller first, then put the strap on. And then you're just gonna take the strap over the top of your head. So you may have to move it so it doesn't come across your forehead like mine is, because I have short little nubby arms. I also have ambitions of having longer arms. But your goal is to have straight arms over the top of your head, pulling it into a narrow width than your body. And now we're creating balance because your abs are engaged, your pelvic floor is on, your jaw's relaxed. We're gonna hang out here for a while. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. That'll activate the latissimus dorsi, which will protect your shoulders. And then all you have to do is tighten your abs to complete the protection of your shoulder package. Keep those abs on, lats on. Try to get your thumbs to the ground as your arms are straight. Oh man, Mario's thumbs are to the ground. Straight arms, don't let those elbows bend. Just a little bit longer. It's okay if it feels like its circulation's being cut off. That's normal because we don't do this work enough. Keep your abs engaged for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring your arms back down. They should be kind of tender because you're not used to stretching that way. And we're gonna sit back up again. Your butt should be at the very tip of the roller. You're gonna take your right leg, put it back behind you. Should look like this. Your toes are facing backwards. And you're only gonna go as far as it feels safe. You're gonna lean back over the top of the roller.
Are we doing both legs?
One leg at a time. Just the right one. Good question though. If you feel like you could go all the way back, good. If you can't, that's fine too. Stop wherever it feels like it's not safe anymore. But when you get to that place, cross your left ankle over your right knee, and then roll into the roller deeper.
Keep your belly button sucking in towards your spine, pressing down on the roller.
Abs are engaged. You're lengthening the rectus femoris once again, along with your other quad muscles.
Try to relax your glutes.
This is an important muscle to open up the shoulders and the pecs. Okay, to come out of this, you're gonna put your foot back down. You're gonna roll over to your left as far as you need to go, and that'll pop your leg right out. Okay, bend that leg. You can either sit back up to reset, or if you're as flexible as Mario, you can just pull it back behind you. You're gonna lean back and only as far as it feels safe. So if this is as far as it feels safe, you could stay here. If you can take it all the way out into your back, good for you. Doesn't matter. It's wherever it feels safe. And then once you get to that place, cross your right ankle over your left knee.
Okay, keep that belly button sucking in towards the spine, pressing down on the roller. Relax your glutes.
Just lean into it, let it open up. Up. So Thursday is Thanksgiving. We're still gonna have class. We'll make a recording if you guys can't make it, but we'll be here. Might have Mario dress up as a turkey or something.
You can be the pumpkin.
Just a little bit longer. All right, good. Lean over to your right side, put your right foot down, take that left foot out, and then put both feet down on the ground, feet parallel, knees bent, knees over tops of your feet. Make sure your butt's on the roller, head's on the roller. We're firing up first chakra, your pelvic floor. Third chakra, we're closing up. Second chakra, we're sucking in until your spine hits the roller. Abs are nice and tight, and you're just gonna breathe. Just notice what balance feels like. During the day, you should check into your balance. I'm gonna sit up, you stay on your backs. During the day, we should check in to see what our balance is like. What is it like left to right, front to back, center? And then, is it in control or is it something out of reach and we're just using muscles to fight ourselves to prevent falling? Because once you get balance, you don't have to worry about falling. You work with balance. Balance is fun to work with. Back in California, I had a chiropractic table. It weighed exactly 777 pounds. It was the hardest thing to move because there were no rounded corners to pick it up with. And so when we had to move it, I actually had to ask the guy that delivered the table to come help me move it. When you saw the guy, he's a little short Hispanic guy that was only about 5'5", kind of skinny. And he's just like, where do you want the table? And I'd tell him where I want the table. And he's just like, get out of the way, I'm gonna put the table there. And with almost no effort, using balance only, he propped the table up on the one corner. And once it was on that corner, he would feel for the center point and he'd move the table around until he could feel it really well. And then he would spin the table. And he would just spin it and he'd walk alongside as the table was spinning until he put it in the position you wanted. He'd stop the spinning and he'd gently set the table down. That's how impressive and powerful balance is. If you have balance, you can do incredible things with your body. You could be a dancer, a martial artist, a skateboarder, or you can just walk down the street safely without fearing falling or tripping or needing to know where a rail is. But more importantly, it's an easy way to access meditation and the connection to center and self. So that's why periodically we should stop and find our center, because we're checking in. And once we check into our centers, we can now receive bigger and larger energies than we are. Because until you have balance, if you put more energy on the system, it's going to just destabilize. And so that's why we stretch. That's why we activate muscles properly. That's why we do the things that we do in this class, is we're trying to get you balance and connection. So you can go into your vagus nerve, as Mario was talking about, and it calms the system and gets you to know who you are, instead of putting you into your sympathetic fight flight where you fear life. Notice what it feels like to breathe. Notice what it feels like to be in your center. Notice how loose your muscles feel, especially around your neck and shoulders. So happy birthday to Maria. And on behalf of Maria and me, thank you for being here, bringing your energies, bringing your willingness, play, love, and your heart. Thank you, and namaste.
Namaste.
The only song I know. It's the one song I know. So every time I get a chance to play it, I play it. Well, it's the only song I know that anybody knows what I'm playing.
Oh, well, thank you, David.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You guys have a good weekend.
Okay.
Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.